That Coca-Cola is in serious talks with Aurora. Is Coca-Cola the partner that you want?
Coca-Cola would be a great partner.
Is Coca-Cola the only one who you're talking to?
Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola.
It's an imminent deal between Aurora and possibly Coca-Cola.
Reports that Coca-Cola may be interested in taking a stake in Aurora Canada.
Yeah. Aurora is sending the message that, Coke would be a great partner.
I have zero doubt that we're going to end up with a partnership.
Like I said, that was awesome. I had to play that. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about Cam Battley. I guess video interview. Just discussing the highlights. The highlights of Cam Battley's interview. Yeah, with Midas Letter. That's what the title is going to be called. Anyways, as you can see, unbranded cup of product. So he's basically saying Aurora is not on sale. I'm not promoting any companies. I have a plain cup with no branding. So you guys can give up on the Coke deal for now anyways. For the near term, the short term, nope. But I'm gonna highlight some really important points in this video. So let's begin.
Joining me now is Cam Battley, Chief Corporate Officer of Aurora Cannabis Inc. Cam, welcome back.
Nice to see you, and that's a very restrained shirt that you're wearing today.
Thank you. I have adopted new standards of conservatism in the interests of many things. But let's not dwell on that. Let's talk about Aurora. Recently, your financials, you more or less delivered on what you said you were going to do.
We did.
And the only thing I would challenge you on is that the losses are still not insubstantial.
No, you're right. The losses for the leading companies in the sector, us, Canopy, and a few others, are still pretty high. But what you'll see is something very important, and that is that the rate of growth in our revenues is far outpacing the rate of growth in our expenses. And so we put out guidance, as you remember, in January, indicating that we were shifting gears from an era of rapid M&A to a period of buckled down focus on disciplined execution and cost management. And the bottom line on that was something really important, and that is we put a stake in the ground that we believe that will achieve positive EBITDA in the second calendar quarter of this year. And that's critically important. We met with hundreds of institutional investors over the months prior to our most recent convertible note. And what we heard from them very clearly is that they need to hear more about the pathway to profitability. And we gave them what they were looking for, along with some very clear insights to guide analyst estimates with respect to our production, culminating with what we said that we would achieve in the second calendar quarter of this year. It would be our year end, our Q4 fiscal, and that will be 25,000 kilograms of saleable product. So production is ramping up fast. We have a clear pathway to profitability, and we think that puts us in the driver's seat.
That's great. Do you see that?
So I want to bring up the 25,000 kilograms he talked about. So he says that in the second calendar quarter of this year, so I'm guessing in April, sorry, yeah, so I guess March, April, June, April, May, and June, I think. Hold on. I think the second calendar would be April, May, June. So that in those 3 months, they're predicting 25,000 kilograms of product. Doesn't mean they'll sell it. They'll have 25,000. It'd be kind of hard to sell 25,000 kilograms because Aurora and Canopy combined right now only sells about 17,000 kilograms. For them to sell 25,000 kilograms, it has to be international. So they still have to prove that they can sell all this. They still have to prove that they can sell at least like more than 10,000, right? Like 14, 15, maybe 20,000 kilograms. Because Canada can't support Aurora selling 25,000 kilograms unless Aurora gets 100% of the market per quarter. So I think Canada at the beginning stages will probably sell maybe 100,000 kilograms a year. It might increase to 200,000 later, but right as of now, it's about 100,000 kilograms. So Aurora is not going to sell 25,000 kilograms. Half of that has to be international, or majority of it has to be international, or growth in medical patients. So but anyways, let's continue the video.
At the path to profitability is going to ramp from there, or is it going to be a case of where you hit one quarter and then you're going to have to take a dip, or is it going to just continue to scale up?
Yeah, I think people's expectations are we need to be focusing as a sector on sustained profitability. So that's what we see happening. And given the production forecast that we have, it's pretty clear we're going to be entering into a period of sustained profitability in the middle of 2019. So beyond what we've already said with respect to achieving positive EBITDA in the second calendar quarter, I anticipate that we'll also be looking at positive cash flow from operations in the third calendar quarter of this year, and then it's just up from there.
Now, you held a press conference this week.
Just want to add on a little bit to that. If Aurora achieves that, I believe the stock deserves. If Aurora can achieve a decent amount of revenue, like $200 million plus profitability, I think Aurora stock will be traded at $2 billion. So $20 billion, sorry. So I think if Aurora can achieve those finances and stabilize and just keep ramping up over time and keep increasing revenue, I believe that if they can achieve those numbers, I believe Aurora can be a $20 billion company in the future. So that's $20 a share. So there's a possibility of Aurora becoming a $20 billion company by the end of the year if they achieve those finances. So for US side, that would be, I guess, like $18. So that's like a 3 times your money, 300% your money if you buy now, I guess. No, not 300, like at least double your money. More than double your money, 150% return in about a year if Aurora can achieve those finances. That's what I believe. We'll see what happens near the end of the year, but I'm expecting big numbers at the end of the year. I'm expecting Aurora stock to go up a lot by the end of the year, but we'll see though. We'll see where things go.
Week essentially advocating for the elimination of taxes for medical cannabis, and you had a bipartisan participation.
You're doing a good job overall, but on this particular point, you're offside. So let's fix it. Let's all get together on this.
Wow. Sort of taking a bit of a curve now, I also noticed in your recent financial statements that your production is at an all-time high in terms of cannabis output itself. Other companies, without pointing any fingers, have suffered decrease in productivity, and in fact the incidence of crop loss is becoming more prevalent.
On to that. So he's basically kind of making fun of, well, he kind of indicating to Canopy, where you know how I said the harvest rate went down for Canopy while Aurora's production went up. So yeah, and then I also heard rumors that Afria also had some kind of crop losses too in the greenhouses because of pesticides and bugs and stuff like that. So so let's just continue with this video.
In the sort of rumor mill of the cannabis industry. So how is it that Aurora is able to continue to sort of break its own records in terms of cannabis output while others are starting to fail more frequently?
What we've always said is that our production, our cultivation and production style is very specifically designed to avoid risks such as disease and pests that lead to crop loss. And touch wood, we've never lost a crop, and I hope that we never do. If you take a look at our Sky class facilities, starting with Aurora Sky at Edmonton International Airport, it is a closed system with overpressure, positive pressure, just like in pharmaceutical manufacturing, that keeps nasty things out of the facility. That's a very, very big step. And so the consistency of the production that we're able to achieve and the predictability and the risk mitigation are some of the advantages that I think that we have in this sector. And in the last quarter, if you dig down a little bit into company's earnings, you will see that Aurora actually had the highest production of any company in the sector. And that's very gratifying to see.
Okay, finally with EBITDA.
Okay, so Cam Battley did say they have the highest production right now. So Canopy does not have the highest production, yet they have the most square feet. That just shows the efficiency of Aurora. Aurora is growing at like the best efficiency on the market, large scale, low cost, high quality, because most of their facilities are indoor facilities. Actually, all of their facilities are indoor facilities. Aurora Sky is an indoor facility. They don't have any greenhouses. They have all indoor productions at a low cost. That's why Aurora is so efficient and they have high quality. So let's continue.
EBITDA profitability just around the corner. What other milestones do investors in Aurora have to look forward to this year?
You're talking about what kind of catalyst?
Yeah.
Well, we previously indicated, and we hope to have an announcement soon about our beginning commercial sales of our derivative products in Germany. And as you know, Canadian companies that sell dried flour in Germany receive a premium, in part because of the currency differences between the euro and the Canadian dollar. And you can expect that the same ethic will apply to derivative products. So even higher margins on these oils and eventually capsules and so on. And we're going to be selling those products in Germany in this current quarter. That's novel. Something else that I think is driving really positive developments for our company is that we continue to evolve and mature. And evidence of that came out this week, starting with an announcement a couple of days ago that we've made some changes to our board to.
So that's it for the video, but like he said in the video, Aurora announcing, I believe that if Aurora announced that they could sell oils and derivative products in Germany, it could cause volume in the stock and cause the stock go to 10, 11, maybe $12. US would be like $9, $10 US. So, if Aurora now announced that, I'm saying that is a possibility for Aurora stock to pop on that news. Right now, after hours, Aurora is down 3 cents, 4 cents. Canopy is down 4 cents. So the market is not officially closed. There's still after hours trading, but as of now, it's, you know, looking negative, I guess. But I hope Aurora stock keeps plummeting down, but then again, I could be wrong. And like, I want to buy Aurora at a dirt cheap price, as cheap as possible, because, you know, I believe in them in the long term. I am an idiot trying to sell out of my stock because I don't think Aurora stock could go back to $6 again. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think that Aurora will probably sustain its price between $8 to $9. $8 would be a very good price for an entry point. At least this is what I believe. I could be wrong, and it could drop to $6 to $7. Canopy could drag the entire market down. Kron can drag the entire market down because Kron's getting that dilution soon. So once the dilution goes through, it might drag Kron stock down, and Afria might drag down too. I don't know for sure, but yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Subscribe for future updates, and have a great day. Bye.